message is clear, and I am not changing, because there's a time when this country needs a commissioner of police that will take the fight to criminal elements. These criminal elements no longer have sidearms. They have hand grenades. They have probably rocket launchers. They have assault weapons that have 5.56 and 7.62 rounds. Let me explain what that round can do. That round can go through you and 4 other persons that will be standing behind you. Those weapons can kill 35 persons in 3 seconds. Those are weapons of war, which means that what we have out there is not the basic run-of-the-mill situation we had years ago. It is a war zone. The type of artillery that these individuals have, it is not just to rob a bank or to protect a turf. They intend to destabilize this country and to attack the state. Recall what happened in 1990. We saw situations where the police, they pegged back. Police stations were empty and the defense force took full control. It is not happening on my watch. The police will be the front line to ensure that any organization, any group of insurgents that will try to destabilize this country, we are going to take the fight to them. We are going to do it to them before they do it to us.
But you are the commissioner of police. You're not the head of the TTPS defense force. So
yeah,
engaging war rhetoric and war tactics may be confusing to people, and there may be consequences, unintended consequences.
Well, the message is being made clear to who it matters, and that is the criminal elements, for them to understand that we are not going to back off. When I use the example of Shogunas, that is what happened. There's the perception that, well, we are police officers, we are not going into that hostile environment. I have my elite units, they are ready to defend this country with their lives, and the country should applaud that you have units such as SWAT, GB, IATF, MOPS, and the other task force, and many of the other police officers, they are ready to go out there. If you recall that video footage, about 100 young men walking down Frederick Street, armed with all sorts of different pieces of equipment to loot Port of Spain in June or July this year. They were coming to cause mayhem and destruction similar to what took place in 1990. Whereas before in 1990, you could not find police officers down there. My officers stood up, they blocked them, and they sent them further east, away from Port of Spain. That is my point. 1990, we were not prepared, we were not ready. I have put systems through operational command center, checks and balances to measure accountability, efficiency, a fast response, and proper training. Whilst at the same time, I give the assurance to the country, the police will not abuse their authority. But this is not normal times that we would have seen in the 90s and the earlier part of the 21st century. It is a war zone out there with criminal elements, with the type of artillery that you will see in war. And you cannot have police officers expect to fight and defend a country with criminal elements with that type of weapon and expect us to use normal policing methods. Many police services in the world, their officers are trained for that. Whether you call them SWAT and so forth, they are trained as the front line, and we are trained to prepare for hostage negotiation, counter-terrorism drills, and any situation of subversive elements that will try to overthrow this country.
Are you moving into the realm of the remit of the TT Defense Service by making these kinds of statements?
Not at all. The Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force, their role and function is straightforward. The police are the front line. We are the first line of law enforcement. The day it means that the defense force must have control of doing what the police is doing, it means that we have lost. It means that the defense force is the last line that should be used. So if you have situations of persons coming into Port of Spain to loot, that is the police. In 1990, with that attempted coup, the police, we should have been out there and we would have dealt with it. I could tell you what happened in 1990 that took 7 days to deal with. Under my watch, it will take 7 minutes.